psychology, and I'm going to talk about 5 questions that I need to answer about sleep. So, question number 1 is, what does a sleep cycle mean?
So during like a standard sleeping cycle, I would say that there were about 6 levels or stages. So first, when you're just starting to go to sleep, you're awake, and then you get to a certain level of unconsciousness where you're asleep, and then it goes deeper and deeper until there's like the 4th level, that's the deepest sleep, and then you work your way back up that cycle, and then you're back to rapid eye movement, which is where you are able to dream. That kind of makes sense because when you're awake and seeing things, your eyes kind of like shift its focus, and that like I guess occurs in your dreams when your mind is kind of displaying these kind of making up these memories from your experiences.
Number 2, um, what's your opinion about naps?
I feel like naps are needed in life, especially if you're older, like if you have work. Having a good nap can really boost your energy for stuff you're gonna do later during the day. It really energizes me personally. I take naps around 3, and it really energizes me for like the nighttime. But sometimes I can't go back to sleep at night, so that's the downside.
I personally am a strong believer in naps. I myself I'm able to sleep anywhere. Like long car rides in class, at home, sitting on the couch watching TV. I like to nap, and luckily for me, it rarely ever affects my sleep at night. I'm just like able to sleep 24/7 basically.
My opinion about naps are, I am a nap person. I take like 1 hour nap every day, and that helps me to have effective evening, which I can study or I can do my work. So I will recommend for you guys to take a nap, and I usually have like a beautiful sleep in the night if I take a nap.
So the closest thing that I have in relation to a sleep disorder, it's not me personally, but I have a lot of family members who either talk in their sleep and it never makes any sense. It doesn't ever relate to their dreams when I ask them about it. And even further than that, I've had family members who walk in their sleep. And yeah, I think I had like a great grandfather or something who like almost got into a terrible accident because he was walking around in his sleep and he almost walked down a flight of stairs. But luckily, someone noticed that he was up and like helped him from that situation.
I do not have any sleep disorders, but my father does. Sometimes he can't sleep, and growing up, he would be up in the middle of the night doing stuff. Mostly, he would play the piano, and that would help him get into a state where he was able to fall asleep. My stepfather has a sleeping disorder with the breathing problem. When he sleeps, sometimes he might stop breathing, so he uses a machine that's that goes over his nose, like I think, and it stops him from snoring, and it helps him sleep and have all the oxygen he needs.
My uncle is someone who suffers from narcolepsy. And that's a disorder where you fall asleep anywhere at any time. And the most dangerous place it's ever happened was when my cousin was born. So he was holding him, and he fell asleep, and he dropped him like his second day. So that was pretty bad. But ever since then, like I'm not really sure what he's trying to do to fix it, but I know he's trying to like fix that problem so something like that doesn't happen again.
Okay, tell us the dream that you don't forget and how do you interpret it?
As a child, I had very scary dreams, almost repeated exactly the same. Each time the dream involved me with my family being chased in the woods And we always found this one house, the same house, and we would go in and we would be safe, but then the people chasing us would get into the house, and then we have to hide inside the house. And the house always had the same stairs, the same rooms, and I had no idea why I had that dream. I think, we would be able to escape. We were never harmed. So I don't remember how the dream would resolve, but I do remember that I overcame fear inside the dream and also felt brave. That dream went away and I stopped having it. I haven't had it in a very, very long time, but I still have the memory of it. It's very interesting.
So one weird dream I had is when I was younger, my mom asked me if I wanted a sibling, and I would always tell her no because I would have dreams that me and her would be in the Starbucks and she would be pregnant. And my mom has kind of a mouth on her, so there was like this lady that was in front of her, and she's interviewing. There's this lady, and they had got into an argument, and like she was like trying to find my mom. My mom was pregnant, and she hit my mom in the stomach, and I was like really scared because I was like young. So I've always had I what is it called? Woke up crying and everything. So I was just like, no, can't have it.
I remember one time I had this really weird nightmare that was kind of applicable to my real life because I had a dream. I had an exam coming up in my chemistry class, which was accurate because I did have a chemistry test. And it was weird because like my sister, my best friend, and my dad were in that class, which doesn't make sense because they don't go to school anymore. And I remember feeling really discouraged because I think my teacher had like a grade list up on the board, and it had me and like all my family and friends who were in that class. We were just like at the bottom. We were doing the worst in the class. So I kind of woke up shaken. I guess it was kind of telling me that I didn't study hard enough and that I should really buckle down during this last, these final weeks of school.
Okay, this is the dream that I don't forget in my life, like, because it has like a huge meaning. And I'm gonna tell you guys about that dream. So like 4 or 5 years ago, my mom was very sick, and we all were scared, my brothers and my dad and my grandmother. So we were so scared that she might die. So it was really difficult time for us, and she was like really, really sick. So this night, like after I spent my evening with her, she was on her bed, and I prayed for her, and after that I just went to my room to sleep, and I had this dream. And this dream was like, it was me and my mom. We were sitting in a beautiful garden with all the flowers and everything, and she was like talking to me about some stuff. It was so beautiful moment, and all of a sudden she just like disappears, and I couldn't see where she was or where she is. Mom, where are you? I was like shouting at her name, and I was like, Mom, where are you? Where are you? Please don't leave me here. We had this beautiful moment, and then where are you going? I was like crying, and I couldn't find her. And then at last she just like grabbed me on my shoulder. First she just like tapped me on my shoulder, and when I returned she just held me and she said, I'm here. Where do you think I'll go? I'm not gonna leave you. I'm here. And I just like woke up, and all of my face was like full of tears, and I just like, I was so scared. And in the morning I tell my grandmother that, Grandma, I just had like this weird dream, and okay, tell me about it, what is it? And I told her everything, and the first thing that she said was like, oh, thank you, God. I know that you would not take her from us. I know that. And I was like, what are you saying, Grandma? And she said, I'm not gonna worry from now onwards. because I know that God is not gonna take her. Why would you say that? He just told that through you. How? And she told me that, okay, the moment that you feel like you lost her, that you were scared and everything, that moment is this moment that we are so scared that she might die, that we might lose her. But you just found her. She just came to you and she said, I'm not going anywhere. So that means she is sick at this time and we are all scared, but she's not gonna die. She's gonna be fine. I was like, are you sure, Grandma? And she was, I am 100% sure. I promise. So after like 4 days, my mom just felt better and better. And in a week, she was like as healthy as nothing. She was so healthy as, I don't know, as a normal person. So this is the dream that I had, and that's how my grandma interpreted it. So I don't know. I don't forget that for the rest of my life. That's the dream that I will not forget. Thank you. Take care.